As the market has dropped a lot these past couple of weeks, there are just so many great buying opportunities out there for us long-term investors. In today's video, I want to talk to you about 4 growth stocks that I think will be doing big things in the future and therefore have massive potential for upside after this market turmoil is over, which could be months from now, guys, weeks from now, or even tomorrow. Since we can never tell, it is best to focus on the long-term outlook, and I think these stocks are perfect for just that. So let's get right into the video. Firstly, we have to talk about NIO, of course, ticker symbol NIO. I talked about this one in my last video, and you guys already know how much I like this stock, so of course I think it is way too oversold right now and is among the best growth plays out there. Being at $35.6 a share at the time of this video, that equates to a market cap of around $43 billion, and for a company that delivered around 43,000 vehicles in 2020 for a revenue of $2 billion, and that is forecasted to double that in 2021 and eventually reach 300,000 delivered vehicles per year, I think that market cap we have right now is just way too low. Their battery charging business is also rapidly growing, and according to founder and CEO of NIO, William Lee Bin himself, we will see the company make the push to go to Europe in the second half of this very year, 2021. I think when the market turbulence is over, this stock will be one of the very first stocks to go back to new all-time highs. Now, of course, we can't know for sure, so just remember, guys, to have realistic expectations when investing in the stock market. Just to go back to new all-time highs from the current price of around $35 a share, that is an 85% upside. And for my long-term target of $100 a share and really beyond, I would consider this investment a massive success even if it took 6 months, 1 year, or even 2 years for us to get there. Although I do think it will happen sooner than we think. And remember, guys, I will always keep holding this stock no matter what, as long as the fundamentals are intact, and in my opinion those just looking better than ever, so just the short-term movements really don't faze me, to be honest. Moving on and staying on the electric vehicle theme, we have Tesla stock, ticker symbol TSLA. Now these guys really need no introduction, and I was already very much bullish on the company back when they were at around $900 a share. So now, of course, being at less than $600 a share, I think they are just a great opportunity for long-term gains. And we're just talking about NIO, guys, but Tesla is also doing incredibly well in China right now, with the Tesla Model 3 being the most popular EV model in the country, and of course worldwide the Model 3 is also dominating. And it is not like the EV sector is done growing. Cathie Wood, CEO and founder of ARK Invest, sees a yearly growth of 80% in EV sales for the next 5 years. And in the end, I see the entire world going electric. So combine all this with the fact that Tesla is doing great work with revolutionizing battery and charging industries, and I think the potential is just endless. Cathie Wood recently went on Bloomberg expressing how she thinks the market does not factor in Tesla's autonomous car sharing network in their valuation models. A revenue opportunity she thinks could be $2.5 trillion. So with Tesla's current market cap being around $570 billion, just imagine how much more growth we could see there. And lastly, even going back to the previous highs of almost $900 a share, that in itself represents a great potential for upside of around 50%. So I definitely think this thing is worth investing in if you have that long-term outlook, of course. Now, moving on, we have Lucid Motors, or CCIV stock. So yes, another electric vehicle stock. Again, I really believe in the EV sector, and after NIO and Tesla, I see Lucid Motors also becoming a great contender to take market shares in the luxury EV market, where there is not as much competition. They're looking to get their factory going in Arizona this year, and over the next 2 years slowly scale it up to eventually produce 90,000 vehicles per year. So unlike companies like Nikola, they have come quite far in the manufacturing process, which is arguably the most difficult part of starting an EV company. And of course, Lucid Motors technology technology is just top tier, with a lot of former Tesla engineers and executives working there, and looking at their current minuscule market cap, I am seeing tons of potential for long-term growth, guys. Again, just look at how much they have gone down from their all-time highs. So if you were considering buying a stock, buying this stock when it was around $60 a share or even $40 a share, then now seems like a great opportunity really. For the long term, I could totally see CCIV stock doubling or tripling in share price, and beyond that, I think the upside is simply much greater than the risk when it comes to this company. And lastly, let's look at a non-EV company, and that is Palantir Technologies, ticker symbol PLTR. This is an information technology and data mining company that is already working with tons of different companies from different sectors as well as various governments. Their last earnings report caused them to really start dropping in share price because they reported a bigger loss than expected. And now of course they also fell victim to this crazy sell-off we're seeing, especially in tech-oriented stocks. But Cathie Wood and ARK Invest responded to the earnings report drop with buying in massively 5.3 million new shares just on that one dip. She argued that the earnings report was actually very bullish because Palantir's revenue grew by a whopping 47% to $1 billion, and the loss was bigger than expected simply because the company is focusing on doubling down and taking advantage on being one of the first movers in their sector. The size of this information technology market combined with Palantir's crazy track record when it comes to growth is what really amazes me about this company. At this point, the stock is at around $22.5 a share, and obviously I think it is way oversold, being the lowest it has been since November of 2020. Just like the EV companies, Palantir is working to disrupt and revolutionize a massive market, and again, after this sell-off, I just don't see much more downside, but rather a great recovery in the longer term, and I am looking for share prices of $50 a share or even more when this market panic is over. So really guys, the theme here is all about patience and realizing that no matter how horrible things might feel right now, when you watch the portfolio go up and down like crazy, in the end these high quality companies are still great companies with tons of potential. The fundamentals don't change on a daily basis, it is just the share price. So hold through the storm, and in the end I think you will be rewarded. Not financial advice though, of course, just my opinion. Always do your own research and come to your own conclusions. And with that, I want to conclude today's video. If you're new here, by the way, my name is Sam and welcome to the channel. Here I talk about various different interesting growth stocks that I think have tons of potential for the future and will do great impact. Anyways, if you liked this particular video, then please press that like button. It is the best way you can support me and this channel. Also, if you watched all the way to this point, and if you like this content of course, then please consider subscribing to the channel and joining our great community. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.